either 8 or 10 of us from last year's team or on this year's team, so we had like 30-something new guys. There's some guys looking for a fresh start. Some guys just really love Georgia State, and I think, you know, it was a good dynamic of everybody was trying to come somewhere else because they wanted something new and they wanted to win.
The culture coming here was work hard and don't take any days off.
Do every rep in the weight room, making sure they're sleeping right, making sure they're eating right. Whether it's you got no sleep because you had to study all night, maybe you're a guy that, you know, all your classes are online and, you know, every day is easy for you. There is no falling below the standard, and if we can continue to set the standard higher and higher and higher every single time that we are together, only great things will come from that.
There was no question about it when it came off the bat. 107.6 miles an hour. A blast over the fence in right.
It's always difficult when you have the transfer portal, right? Is that you've got guys coming from all different areas of the country, all different backgrounds in terms of playing time, organizations, different cultures, things like that.
I went to Auburn and I entered the portal after last year, started talking to Lars and Strom, and, you know, just really wanted to come back home. You know, being a new face, I'm not really, I would say when I first get to know people, I'm more of a quiet person. Like, I'm not going to really go out of my way that much, but I think the one thing that helped is we had a lot of new guys come in that had a lot of personality and, you know, made sure to include everyone in the group.
Caleb White sucks at the show. Second shortest on the team.
We want to have fun. I mean, we want them to have fun. I think that the harder you work and the more that you say, you know what, I'm fully committed and I've done everything I can do right now to make me the best player, the best student athlete, is the fact that you don't have to worry about it anymore.
So bad, he deleted it. I beat Caleb White so bad, he left game and deleted and uninstalled the entire app.
Yeah, but ask him how every game before that went.
L's.
All around they know
sucks.
I'm the best show player.
No, you're not!
His doesn't even load up because it's so bad.
They're saving you the heartbreak.
Yeah, it's a close bunch. You know, there's guys every single day that are going and doing stuff. I mean, a bunch of our guys go and play golf together, right? Like I said, it's a close bunch that likes being around each other.
Nice deal, isn't it?
And it's not even just the players, like the bond with coaches, like we could literally just talk to the coaches like they're our best friends, and I think that's something that goes a long way.
You know, personal too though, Jay, is strategic, because when I know that Mike is pretty bad, that's when I see it, so you should have say, Mike, you're right at the 5. One ball if you want, and then you got 5 rounds. Yeah, you do it. You know, the best part about being a baseball coach is that there's a challenge every day, you know, whether it's people or personnel or fundraising or the baseball part of it, the winning and losing, just the camaraderie that we have. But, you know, what I've really come to love is embrace the Georgia State culture.
It's baseball, and so one of the best things about baseball is you get to play every day, and one of the worst things about baseball is you have to play every day.
Baseball's hot and cold. We get tested with some early losses, but we also had some hot streaks, so, you know, we got to definitely have a test of culture in a lot of different ways.
I think there's a lot of things in baseball that gets focused on a lot, just about, you know, like maybe hitting home or striking guys out, just the very basic parts, but it's a very tough, detailed game, and games can come down to 1 or 2 pitches.
Pitch. That's it in the air, very shallow right. And let's see if the Panthers can get to it. They cannot.
The whole principle of baseball is based on failure. Like, you could fail 3 out of 10 times and you hit 300, which means you're getting out 7 times and you're being successful 3 times, you'd be in Hall of Fame.
Delivery, and that's lined right back up the middle.
I think that we've learned a lot from those losses to be able to put guys in the right position, right lineup, right pitching rotation.
Austin Seller.
Our destiny is in our own hands the rest of the season.
So what kind of our Monday looks like is it's kind of just an off day, but kind of mandatory for you to get your stuff done so you can get 1% better. We just come in here, we have optional lifts, optional kind of BP hitting and throwing, and if you need to get your stuff done, you can.
Watching the development of the players, this is obviously the 4th year I've been here, so I've been able to see some of these guys go all the way through their, the freshman struggles, all the way through kind of the emergence as a sophomore into their junior and senior season.
Double it 1600, always getting money. That's why I am. Yeah, on the start of show. Yeah, on the start of show. And I start on one of the more. I'm counting the hundreds and fifties.
I think the best thing about it is just like the chemistry that we have and then the environment that we play in. I think it's a pretty cool environment, like obviously it's not, Auburn or the SEC where you're playing in front of thousands of people every single day, but it's got its own little unique kind of vibe to it.
Well, the field itself is, it sits in the back of the DeKalb County bus lot. It's where we play. It's the home field advantage of being the bus lot boys, so we kind of took it to heart, and we've got a few shirts on it, and it kind of speaks to that mentality of we're just going to show up no matter what the condition.
I love the environment simply because it's gritty. It takes time to get out there. It's not on campus. It's not like the prettiest, most extravagant thing, but you're going to go to work. And those guys next to you are going to go to work. And I think that the challenge that we have every day of going out there kind of just becomes who we are.
What can Panther fans expect to see when they go to watch you guys play?
I think they're going to watch us play as hard as we can. I think there's never a time that we go out there and play a baseball game where all guys on the field aren't giving it their all. And I think that we're going to compete throughout each and every game, no matter what the circumstance is, and we're going to play as hard as we can.
And so there's nothing else to it, right? And a lot of that comes back to the culture and the standard. I think it's just simple, it's win.
How can we get and squeeze the last little bit of energy, effort, little bit of change out of them right now? And then ultimately, what you really want is not really tangible after the season. It's what happens 4, 5, 6, 7 years later when they have a wife, they have a family, they have kids.
I've had to learn, and I've done a lot of growing since I've been here, and I just think that's one thing that I've had to work on is like, it's not always about what's on the field, it's about like cherishing every moment, like on and off the field.
Coming in from Las Vegas, I obviously didn't know anyone. I'm 3,000 miles away from home, but I'm grateful for everyone I've met on this team. I've met a lot of good people and friends that I'm gonna have for the rest of my life.
This year we have like our team chaplain, Charlie Craig, and our team's very connected with FCA, Georgia State, and on the field and off the field. I think our team's very faithful, and it's been incredible being able to watch a lot of guys on the team watch their faith grow over the course of this entire year. It's something that goes way beyond the baseball field and the games and the wins and losses. That's something that'll impact each guy in here for the rest of their life.
Whatever he just did.
It's always the growth of the players, just how they grow, not just as players, but as men. We'll have a couple of graduating seniors that have been in this program for 4 or 5 years, and always building for that next year, and that core group of guys that continue to foster the culture moving forward.
At the end of the season, when it's all said and done, what do you guys want to say you've accomplished?
I want to be able to say that we changed the direction of the program. I think I want to be able to say we changed the culture, we changed the attitude, we changed what people think about us going forward, and how they look at Georgia State as a baseball program overall.